Good evening and welcome back to the Hungry Road. My name is Eric. If you have never seen one of my videos before, the rental of this week is the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 XLT. This is the second tier of 6 tiers that the F-150 offers this year. So I'm gonna go over it, show you a few features, and let you know what I think about it. This example here is an antimatter blue, which is almost a color changing sort of paint. It starts with the navy, and as you move with the sun, it gets greener. It's really, really cool. That's a pretty cool name as well. But again, this is the XLT version. So there are 6 variants of the F-150. It starts with XL, which is kind of your basic worker truck, steel wheels, whatever. You know, you can bang it up and no one's gonna get upset about it. Then there's the XLT. You get a little more creature comforts, a little more technology. Then it kind of goes crazy from there. So from there, you get the Lariat. That's where you start getting your LED lights in the front and the rear, but I wish those would have come standard. It's 2021, like, come on now. After that is gonna be the King Ranch, the Big Daddy. Then there's the Platinum, which is like the luxury version. Then you get the Limited, which is a 70,000 starting, and you can add more options after that. So there are 6 different engine options you can equip this guy with here. 5 of them are going to be V6s, with 2 of those being the twin turbo EcoBoost engines that Ford is known for. One of them is the V8, which is what this one has here, making 400 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque. One of the V6s is a diesel with a single turbo, and now there's also a hybrid powertrain as well. It's brand new for this year, but I'm very happy this has the V8. It creates more muscle, more sound, more soul, even though the EcoBoost engines are well known for everything that they do. Along with any of those engine options, you do get a 10-speed transmission standard, which creates very, very smooth shifts. I'm impressed with it because you don't really feel the car jerk as it goes through the gears. It just kind of glides along. But this thing is massive. Like, you guys know how I feel about the big giant SUVs. Kind of the same about trucks, but I feel like these pickup trucks are like, I want a big giant thing for the road, but I don't need to carry 15 people with me. This thing will seat 6 comfortably, very comfortably, and you get more cargo space, really. You know, yes, it's out in the open, but operating the tailgate is pretty standard. This is your reverse camera right here. You just kind of pull the latch and let the bed fall down by itself. You do have these little holes here to put like a clamp in case you want to put a piece of wood here, chop it, cut it, or do whatever. But getting in the bed is a little ridiculous because the truck is so high. So watch me embarrass myself as I try to get in the bed. Grab here, and hope for the best. So now I'm in the bed. Let's try to get out. Be careful, foot on a little rubber thing there, and jump down. So we're inside the passenger seat of the F-150 right now. It's actually really nice in here. I was the first person to rent this car, so it still has the nice new car smell. Don't let me get distracted by that. But yes, the materials look nice. Yes, we know it's plastic and stuff like that, but they look nice. They feel nice. Everything is just so well put together and so spacious. There is a nice 8-inch touchscreen here. It is standard in most of these models, but in the Lariat, Limited, King Ranch, the other versions, you do get a 12-inch screen. The glove compartment here is activated by this little button. It's kind of cute. It kind of flips open, and you have a second one down here, so you have plenty of storage. Everything looks really tough and really rugged. Climate control is pretty self-explanatory here. We have fan speed off to the left. We have your temperature over here to the right. This is a single zone climate, so you do have to share the temperature with your passengers. Power to climate on and off here. Rear defrost, legs, face, defrost, recirculation, and AC. Down here we do have your USB-C port and a traditional USB port along with a 12-volt outlet for whatever charges you have. Off to the right over here we have more, another 12-volt outlet there, another USB-C, and a USB regular port there. Here we are in the back seats now, and it's just as nice back here. This seat is in the same position I left it in when I got out the front seat, and I have plenty of space for my legs. That's what I was saying earlier about this being like the big truck, but I don't need to carry 15 people. I can seat 6 people in here just fine. I'll get to the secret 6th person in a second, but it's really nice. I have a reading light up here, place to hang my clothes and my work helmet or whatever. I do have 2 USB ports down here. One of them is a C, one of them is regular, and a 12-volt outlet for phone chargers. So in the center console, you do have 2 cup holders and a nice spot to put your phone. Even the largest phones can sit right here with the charging cord running out of it into the USB slot. Inside the center console, you do have plenty of space for whatever you want to put in here. But I did mention this is a 6-person vehicle. As you can see, the headrest is right here. This lift the seat up. It does lock into place. Unfortunately, they can't really tilt, but hopefully you're not going to be in a long journey like this. You do get a seat belt. But if you want to put the seat back down, it is locked in place. You just press this lever over here, give it a good firm push, and push the seat back down. Now you have your center console. One thing I do like about this truck is the door handle placement. It's inside this sort of panel here. You don't have a little lever you pull, but it's kind of tucked in, and it makes it look a little more aesthetic, a little more clean. Remember the 5 Series I filmed a little while ago? I'll put a link to it up here so you can check it out in a minute. It had these doors that when you closed them, it gave me a very satisfying thud. These doors do the exact same thing, and you get so much satisfaction from closing them. I know you want to hear it again. It just, you know the door is shut. That's kind of what I like. And they seal so well, your ears kind of pop when you're inside. One more time. Like, you can't even slam these doors. Unfortunately, this is an old school style key. With the upper trim levels, you do get the keyless entry, keyless start, that kind of stuff. Not with this one here. So you do have to unfold the key with the button. You know how this works. You stick the key in the ignition and you turn it to the right. Gear lever is the old school style here. Put your foot on the brake, grab the handle, pull it towards you, and pull down for drive. Press the M to go into manual mode. Plus sign here raises the gear. Minus sign here lowers the gear. Press M to go back into automatic mode, and then shift back into park whenever you're ready. All right, let's hear how this baby sounds. We are inside another one of these massive American-made vehicles. Let's take it for a spin, see what I think about it. First impressions are, yes, this thing is huge. It reminds me a lot of the SUV trends, but I think these were around a lot earlier than those. But I get the same feeling. I'm sitting up high. I'm the king of the road. If you run into me, you're probably gonna get hurt. And I think it's a comfort feeling here. It's a feeling of security, a feeling of safety, a feeling of power. I'm just king of the road. You can't hurt me. I get it. All right, let's make our way to the airport now. Gonna get a highway pull in eventually. Yeah, this truck has decent power. It is 400 horses, but it is very heavy, though it has an aluminum body. Still, it gets up and it gets moving again, but it's not a race car by any means. The ride is fairly comfortable. I am in Michigan on these terrible Michigan roads. I don't feel many of the bumps. The suspension travel is huge on this vehicle, and the tires are really thick, so it makes sense why this would be a nice, soft, comfortable ride. Even if you had stuff in the bed or a payload or a tow, I can still see it being very, very comfortable, very lofty, really. It's not a sports car. It's not designed to go fast. It has a purpose. It's designed to be able to pull things, to be able to carry things or haul things. So I get it. It's designed with purpose in mind, and I think it serves that purpose. But as far as renting it, I don't see a purpose in renting it. It's just a big vehicle. You can get 6 people in here, but you can just get an SUV and I don't know. I do have quite a few standard safety features here on this vehicle, which I do appreciate. Blind spot monitoring, obviously, this thing is huge. You may not see everybody that's on the side of you. I do have a front end collision warning and a cross traffic collision warning. So if I'm getting close to the vehicle in front of me, this little icon will turn red and let me know what's going on. With lane keep assist, if I start to drift out of one of the lanes, the steering wheel will actually vibrate and let me know that I'm getting ready to leave one of the lanes. So that's pretty cool. Auto stop start is also standard on this car. You can't turn it off just by pressing the button, but I feel like I need to leave it on in this vehicle here. So I look at my fuel economy right now. I have been averaging 15.6 miles per gallon since I picked the car up 3 days ago. and I'm down to about a half a tank of gas. Only driven about 180 miles. I was the first one to rent this car, so the odometer right here was 196.9. But yeah, that's atrocious. 15.6 miles a gallon. I don't know why people have these. I mean, if you want to have this car and you pay the price of the gas, go right ahead. But it is not for me. I don't haul lumber. I don't do anything like that. And I don't need to be paying through the nose for gas just because I want to have a pickup truck. So I get it. I know I'm being very negative about this truck, but you know, that's just my take on it, and that's just my YouTube channel, and I'm giving you my opinion. It's a nice truck, don't get me wrong. They're very popular. They're all over the place, especially out here where I'm working in Ford territory. So I get it. They're not very expensive. They get the job done. They do what they need to do. They're quite a looker. They're reliable. They've been around forever. So I understand it. The lineage is there. The history is there. It makes sense. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't really recognize the difference. Oh, here's a bump right here. Let's see how we handle this. Nice. I can't really recognize the difference between the newer generations of all the F-150s. I remember in 2005 when they went from the rounded body style to the squared off body style. That was easily recognizable, but after that, it's just been like a reiteration, a facelift, tailgate change, aluminum body, whatever. So I don't really know the difference between all these different years, but I'm sure other people do. It's just not my thing. You get this truck because your old one's used up, and you want the next one because you're going to use this one up. And it makes sense, so it's all right. All right, we got our highway pull. Let's go ahead and slow it down. It's gonna be a little bit of an incline, but foot to the floor. Oh my, you hear that, boy? Okay. It made some noise. But yeah, it didn't get going very quickly. But you know, nature of the beast. I could only think of 4 reasons to want to rent something like this. 1, you have one of these at home and you want to rent one so you feel like more at home, you're comfortable with it. 2, you want to test drive it, but now you're paying to test drive it for 24 hours when a lot of these dealerships offer that already. 3, you're actually using the bed of the truck to move stuff around, but Home Depot and U-Haul rent these out for much cheaper. Last, it's the last thing they had on the lot. I don't see any reason you would need to rent one of these. It's just a giant truck, gets horrible gas mileage, it's pretty basic, and yeah, I don't know. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the F-150 brand new. Again, as far as renting it goes, there's no real need to rent it. But owning one of these would be very beneficial for you, especially if you do a lot of work that would need the bed of the truck there, or you want to feel like the king of the road, or you don't care about gas mileage. So anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, give me some criticism, give me some feedback. Let me know what you're looking forward to me reviewing next. And take care, guys. Stay safe. And what is my Apple Play doing here? You want me to turn around and clearly there's a street in front of me? Very strange, Apple. If I use Waze, it had me cut through that bill. Oh, now you fixed yourself.